Hi, I'm Bill, and I'm here with my friend Lynn. Let's hook some plumbing up to our RoboPot and then we'll test it out. You'll notice that there are two hoses. One is the water coming in and the other is the water going out.
Okay.
Now, you'll also notice that the ends of the hoses, three of the hose ends are nice and square, and one of them is on a diagonal. We're going to hook these hoses up to our pump. The flange on the outer edge is the input one, and the flange in the middle is the output one.
Okay.
So let's do the output one first.
All right.
The output one is the one that's square on both ends.
Okay, square on both ends, and they
All
just
right.
connect on
And
like
you
a
just
straw?
you just push it in, and it's a little bit of a nuisance to, let's get in the middle, set the output in. It's a little bit of a nuisance to get that in. You kind of have to, work it around a little bit to get that in there.
There it goes.
Yeah. And once you get it, it stays in place pretty good.
Yeah, that will stay on well, I think. Looks good.
Now, the input one has the square side attached to the flange just like before, and the diagonal one is going to go into our water reservoir. And the reason it's diagonal is that if it was square, sometimes when the pump runs, it sucks it to the wall or the floor of the reservoir and no water can get in. It's much harder for it to do that when it's diagonal.
A lot of the water bottles come that way now that have the straws in them.
So at this point, the assembly of the RoboPot is complete, and we can proceed to testing this out.
All right.
For a water reservoir for a RoboPot, we're going to use this plastic jug. You can use any kind of container you want, and when the RoboPot is running, you'll have to refill it once a week or once a month, depending upon the size you choose and where you have the dial set. We're going to put this reservoir in the sink to test out our RoboPot because it's a good splash-free zone. You can test your RoboPot anywhere that you don't mind getting a little wet, like a plastic tablecloth or a linoleum floor. We're going to take the input hose, the one with the diagonally cut end, and slide it into our reservoir. So what we're going to do is, first we're going to plug the power jack into the hole there. Now, when you plug this into the wall, check to see if that green light comes on.
Okay.
If it comes on, then we're probably pretty happy. If it doesn't come on after a second or so, then something is wrong, so we're just going to unplug that thing from the wall.
Okay.
Okay, so give that a try and see if we've...
And our dial is...
Doesn't matter what the
doesn't
dial
matter
does
today.
right now.
Okay.
The smoke starts pouring out, then you turn it off. Okay, perfect. That's good. So, what I would do is test it by holding the button down.
Okay.
Just hold it down, and it'll take a little while for the water to flow. There you go.
Yay!
All right. Now, why don't we try just tapping it?
Oops, I hit it too hard maybe. Oh, and the
No,
dial's on.
it's going. And then you can just try turning it, see, a shorter time, and then just tap it. There you go.
That's great.
Now you've finished the functional part of your RoboPot. You got it.
That's
Right
so
the first.
fun.
Isn't that cool? If you want to learn more about how your microcontroller works, now's a good time to do that. If not, you can go straight to decorating your pot and adding a plant.